Hey there, it's Vitaly from Codlibri, and in today's video we are going to talk about the issue that annoys everybody, and it's browser cache. Browser cache or just cache. There are different types of cache, and what you should know is that the cache could be stored really in your browser, on the website, on the server. It also could be like a Cloudflare cache and other sorts of a cache. So let's try to replicate most common cache issues and try to solve them together. So right now I have our website opened with the article where I wrote about all cache issues and tricks I know how to solve it. And first of all, we are going to highlight a couple of things. In most cases, when you're working with a WordPress websites, the cache will be applied for non-logged in users. It means if you're an agency owner or project manager or a client, whoever is checking website without actually being logged in, you can see a little bit different picture rather than the developer who thinks that everything is working, because in fact, everything is working for him on his machine, from his machine, because he's logged in. Okay, so what I did for this video, it's our website. You can see codlibri.com about all the cache issues, and I've created a small line of CSS code into default style CSS thing. And basically what it should be doing is find a post with ID 850, find all heading 2 and make them red. Now, it's this page. I am refreshing it and it's not red, but it should be. Okay, I'm not sure if you can see my face. The first thing when I'm trying to debug the cache, well, first of all, there are two issues. Maybe I made a typo in the ID. But first thing you could do is check, reload the page with, if you use Mac, Command Shift R. If you use Windows, it's Control Shift R. It's called like hard refresh. Boom, it works. For me, cache flashed. So the issue was that I have opened this page before, and my browser had saved all the styles version for the page, and it was basically not uploading a new style CSS version from server, just because it's like a super small change. You're like, why should I do that if I have stored version? When you do hard refresh, you tell your browser, ignore that rule and please download that again. Now, if we'll go to incognito mode, open the same page. What happens here, you actually don't have any kind of browser cache. And you can see this thing right now. Let's try to make things much more interesting. I'm back. I've changed this to green. I'm reloading this page. Let's see if it will be green. It's not. It's still orange. Oh, it's still red. Then I'm basically seeing my style CSS open. So if you are familiar with inspector tools, you can scroll here, you can see my style CSS. Here you click and you can see this file. Also, you can open it fully in your browser and do a hard refresh again. So I did just Command Shift R and it's green here, but it's red here. What could possibly check incognito? Let's check incognito. Incognito is red as well. Perfect. So few things I could do. I could do Command Shift R, but imagine this doesn't work. Another possible issue is that you may have optimization plugin on your website. It could be from your server provider, like we use Hostinger and we have Lightspeed plugin attached to every website, and I could hit push all, or I can clear just for this page. Basically what it does, it flushes the cache entirely from a server. So if we check the code of this page, scroll to the bottom and you can see page optimized by Lightspeed cache. Here's the time stamp of 12 hours, 30 minutes, 46 seconds, and it was 2 minutes ago. If I refresh this, still doesn't work. Okay, not in this case. You do hard refresh from my browser, and this works. Another places where this could possibly happen is the Cloudflare. If you use Cloudflare on your website, and you simply should know the answer to this question, is it yes or no? You go to Cloudflare dashboard, and basically what I like to do, go just here, and I'm looking for cache. And basically what we need caching. Go to overview. Here's a quick sync, a development mode. If you are working on development stuff and you need regular things to be checked, you can enable a development mode, which basically means that Cloudflare cache will be deleted, bypassed, whatever you call it. If you need this to be a one-time action, I recommend you go to configuration and just hit purge everything. The one-time action that clears everything you need. Another thing, which will be really useful for agencies and developers, I highly recommend you to go to plugins, add new, and find Rebusted plugin. What it actually does, it forces browser to load a new version of CSS, but in order to do that, you need to go to, for example, your style CSS and hit update file. It will not work simply when you upload a new file by FTP. You need to manually go, hit update. It's really useful when you update just some CSS on client's website, and you can see things does not work really fine for him because something is cached, and clients sometimes are people who struggle a lot with caching because they feel your work isn't done. However, it was done. And in order your work to be completed fully, just do a couple of extra steps and flush the cache this way. Now, let's go back to the article. So we discussed type of cache. We discussed how to flush browser cache. Optimization plugins, the most popular are like Lightspeed in my case, but also it could be WP Rocket, WP Speed Matters, WP Total Cache, Round Cloud, Breeze, Auto Optimize, whatever is there, you could just go to your plugin section, type optimization or cache, and whatever is there, flush, 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 flush. Server cache, Cloudflare, conclusion. Yeah, basically that's it from my side. I hope this video was really useful for you. If you don't really like to check out the article, or if you were searching us on YouTube, I'm a developer myself. I run an agency, and this kind of video brings more value than entertainment purpose. So I hope it was really useful. If so, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and I'll be recording this stuff to add more real development experience to the web, where some AIs and ChatGPTs are trying to make the word by vibe coding articles, Okay, that's it. See you soon. Bye-bye.